welcome to a brand new episode of Planet Bollywood. मैं हूँ सागरिका छेत्री and I bring you the latest from the world of Bollywood, social media and entertainment. Before we begin the show, let's quickly remind you to go check out the Zoom Facebook page for all the updates on your favorite Bollywood celebrities round the clock. For now, let's begin with the headlines of the day. CBI sources have said that the final report in Sushant's case will be conclusive and will have no confusion. Kangana takes a dig at Maharashtra CM Uddhav Thackeray and his son Aditya. Alia gets packed outside Sanjay Leela Bhansali's office. Jodhpur court orders Salman to appear on September 28. Bigg Boss 14 contestants to be quarantined before the show to avoid risks. The next few days may prove to be very significant in the Sushant Singh Rajput case, with CBI sources indicating that they will be submitting a conclusive report on their investigation into the case. This will be before the AIIMS submits their findings on 17th September after re-examining Sushant's autopsy report. According to news sources, the CBI may table its final investigation report within a few days, and this report will be conclusive and without any ambiguity or confusion. More significantly, this news report will be submitted before the meeting of the medical team from AIIMS on the 17th of September. Over 3 months, Sushant Singh Rajput's case has seen many ups and downs. The Mumbai police who handled the investigation earlier was pursuing the angle of professional rivalry and career setbacks when Sushant's father filed an FIR naming Rhea as the main accused and changed the entire course of the investigation. The case was then taken over by CBI, with ED and NCB parallelly doing their own investigations and looking at various aspects of the case. And now finally, we may get some answers. Here's why. After the CBI took over the investigation into the late actor's demise, it asked a team of experts from AIIMS to look into the late actor's autopsy report since there were some glaring issues with it. From a missing timestamp to an alleged delay, which may have led to a loss of evidence from his mortal remains, there were many concerns that the AIIMS team was asked to look into. As per latest reports, the medical team will meet on the 17th to discuss the forensic findings in the case. And the CBI is likely to submit its final investigation report before the medical team meets. There are unconfirmed reports that the CBI may share a possible theory into the actor's demise, but no details are available as of now. Investigations into the case continue in the meanwhile, with the NCB arresting Rhea Chakraborty and her brother Shauvik on charges of procuring and consuming banned substances. Dipesh Sawant and Samuel Miranda have also been sent into judicial custody in connection with this matter. Rhea has appealed for bail twice, but both times her plea has been rejected. There are also reports coming in that the NCB raided Sushant's farmhouse at Pavna Lake, where allegedly medicines and items used to consume tobacco products were found. After months of uncertainty and half-truth, it seems that a more conclusive understanding of what caused Sushant's untimely demise may finally be possible in the days to come.
उद्धव ठाकरे, ये जो क्रूरता और ये जो आतंक है, अच्छा हुआ ये मेरे साथ हुआ, क्योंकि इसके कुछ मायने हैं। जय हिंद, जय महाराष्ट्र।
कंगना रनौत ने जारी रखे हैं महाराष्ट्र सरकार के खिलाफ अपने सोशल मीडिया कमेंट्स एंड दिस टाइम शी हैज नेम्ड चीफ मिनिस्टर उद्धव ठाकरे's son Aditya as well in her post targeting the Maharashtra government. Kangna, who has been very vocal on social media, especially in the aftermath of Sushant Singh Rajput's demise, received flack when she compared Mumbai to a conflict zone in Kashmir. It looks like Kangna is in no mood to back down in her conflict with the establishment in Maharashtra and Mumbai specifically. Kangna, who made a very short trip to Mumbai, was en route when the BMC attempted to demolish her office and caused an extensive damage to her property. Kangna even met the governor before leaving Mumbai, but her social media post clearly states that the battle is far from over. However, the BMC's almost retaliatory attempt to demolish her office received a lot of flack with many netizens and Kangna's colleagues in the industry. After a brief stay in the city and a meeting with the governor of Maharashtra, Kangna left Mumbai. But she has continued to post about her visit and reiterate how she will not bend or break in the face of hostility from the state government. Naming Aditya Thackeray, whose name had surfaced early on during the investigations into Disha and Sushant's demises, Kangna wrote, "Basic problem of Maharashtra CM is why I exposed who his beloved son Aditya Thackeray hangs out with. This is my big crime. So now they want to fix me. Okay, try. Let's see who fixes who." The actor, who was granted Y+ security by the central government, has also been facing questions from public figures on social media who are questioning the expense incurred on the commandos protecting Kangna. One such person said, "Y category security for one person costs the center over 10 lakh rupees each month. This money is borne by taxpayers. Now that Kangna is safe in HP, will Modi Sarkar kindly withdraw the security detail provided to her?" Kangna responded and said, "Brijesh ji, security is not given based on what you or I think. IB, Intelligence Bureau, investigates the threat. In coming days, it might get totally removed, or if IB report gets worse, they might upgrade." Here's hoping that amidst Kangna's quarrel with politicians and the BMC, we don't lose focus on the investigation into Sushant's case and realize that his untimely demise is the issue that needs to be resolved. Alia Bhatt, who is working in Sanjay Leela Bhansali's next magnum opus Gangubai Kathiawadi, was spotted outside the filmmaker's office as many stalled shoots resume in Bollywood. It's been a difficult couple of months for Alia Bhatt. The actor, who had several big films lined up for filming and release this year, has been sitting at home waiting for shoots to resume. Also, the extensive trolling on social media in the aftermath of Sushant Singh Rajput's demise, the passing away of Rishi Kapoor, has had an emotional toll on the young actor. Even her last film, Sadak 2, which released on an OTT platform, received uniformly negative reviews after the trailer itself was disliked thousands of times by angry netizens. But the actor is looking forward to her big budget films and magnum opus films like Takht, Brahmastra and RRR. The actor, who was set to film for 3 different films almost back-to-back, received an unexpected break when the pandemic caused film shoots to be stalled and theatres to close. After several months of lockdown, many actors are cautiously returning to work, and even producers and directors are eager to complete films while taking all the necessary precautions. After stars like Akshay Kumar, Kareena Kapoor Khan, Vidya Balan and even Amitabh Bachchan resumed work on their film or TV projects, and others like Deepika will do so soon. Perhaps Alia is also gearing up to face the camera again. Alia was spotted outside director Sanjay Leela Bhansali's office by the paparazzi as she made her way to her car. Alia kept her look simple in a peach and white embroidered kurta and peach pants and only accessorized her casual look with a mask as required by current safety norms. Alia was also spotted exiting her mentor Karan Johar's office recently and looks like the actor is meeting the makers of her stalled projects to perhaps get updates on when work is likely to begin. Alia, who has been spotted with boyfriend Ranbir Kapoor several times during the lockdown, will star opposite him in Brahmastra, which is also scheduled to complete filming soon. Takht may be delayed till next year given the current situation. While no official announcement has been made yet about Gangubai Kathiawadi or RRR. Salman Khan has been summoned by the District and Sessions Court in Jodhpur on the 28th of September. This is in connection to the ongoing Black Deer Hunting and Arms Act case. This case, which is a long-pending matter, was first registered in September 1998 when Salman Khan, along with his Hum Saath Saath Hai co-stars Saif Ali Khan, Tabu, Neelam and Sonali Bendre, allegedly hunted down 2 black bucks in the Kankani village in Rajasthan. Salman Khan was gearing up to start work again on his reality show and upcoming film Radhe Your Most Wanted Bhai. But it looks like even in the new normal, his old legal cases have come back to haunt him. Salman Khan was accused of hunting a black buck during the filming of his movie Hum Saath Saath Hai, and he has been fighting this case in court for over 22 years now and has been convicted and released on bail several times in this period. The Bishnoi villagers in Rajasthan who revere animals like the black buck registered a complaint against Salman and his co-stars and accused them of killing 2 black bucks. Salman was also accused of killing 2 chinkaras at Bhawad village in Rajasthan in September 1998 and a chinkara at the Ghoda farms in the state in the same month. Salman was also charged under the Arms Act of using 2 firearms with alleged expired licenses, but this charge was dropped in 2007. Over the past 2 decades of investigations, his co-stars and co-accused Saif Ali Khan, actress Neelam, Tabu and Sonali Bendre have been acquitted in the case, while Salman has gone through multiple convictions before being released on bail for the last time in 2018. However, it seems Salman's trial, literally and otherwise, is far from over. With the superstar receiving summons again from a Jodhpur court to appear before it on 28th September. It remains to be seen if Salman will make an appearance or his lawyers will submit a plea on his behalf. In 2 new developments in the Sushant Singh Rajput case. First, the CBI has questioned his former accountant Rajat Mewati on various aspects of the case. Second, there are reports emerging that the NCB has seized Ria's mother's cell phone. which was allegedly being used by Rhea to communicate with her friends, and there are suspicions that she may have used it to interact about banned substances as well.
3 months have passed since Sushant Singh Rajput's demise. And sadly, we are nowhere closer to the truth to understand or find out what caused or drove the actor to a tragic demise. The NCB, ED and the CBI are all investigating the case. And in a major development last week, the NCB arrested Rhea Chakraborty and her brother Shauvik and other members of Sushant's household staff, Dipesh Sawant and Samuel Miranda, on charges of procuring or consuming banned substances.
In new reports emerging on news channels based on the ongoing investigation, CBI officials summoned Sushant's former accountant Rajat Mewati for questioning. This is significant given the charges of financial fraud and siphoning of funds made by Sushant's father. Rajat has allegedly claimed on earlier occasions that it was Rhea who managed Sushant's accounts. Rajat was also questioned by the Enforcement Directorate, who are looking for a possible money laundering angle in the case, given the allegations of funds in Sushant's accounts being siphoned off or misused by his family. The CBI has allegedly spoken to Rajat Mewati before and questioned him about various aspects of the case. In second major development in the case, we are hearing reports that Rhea Chakraborty's mother's phone has been seized by the NCB when they raided her house earlier this month. Though the ED had asked Rhea to submit her phones for data retrieval and to analyze chats and call records, there are reports now that Rhea was also using her mother's phone to keep in touch with her friends and acquaintances. However, she failed to give the phone to the ED when she was asked to surrender all her phones. Rhea is currently in judicial custody, as is her brother. But it seems that her mother's phone being seized may add to the problems for her. There are allegations on a news website that Rhea may have used her mother's phone to speak to suppliers of banned substances. As per a report, Rhea was connected with her friends and other people through this phone. The actress was part of many WhatsApp groups on this phone. Many people of these groups are under the NCB radar now. Earlier, old chats retrieved by the ED from Rhea's phone first pointed to the involvement of banned substances in the case. And this led to the NCB being called to investigate if the actor was involved in the procurement and consumption of banned substances. Chats between Rhea and hotelier Gaurav Arya, Samuel Miranda, Jaya Saha and Shruti Modi pointed towards Rhea coordinating the purchase of and payments for banned substances. As new revelations and allegations are made every day, it may be a while before the agencies reach the crux of the matter.
Planet Bollywood में लेते हैं एक छोटा सा break, but stay tuned because I'll be back in a short while.
Salman Khan is all set to host the 14th season of a popular reality show where celebrities stay confined in a home-like space. Lekin, given the current pandemic and the precautions that need to be taken, this year's contestants will be quarantined in a hotel near the show's set from 20th September for 10 days and will undergo another test for the pandemic-related virus before entering the show's sets on October 1st.
After months of being at his farmhouse in Panvel, Salman Khan is back in Mumbai and will start working soon. The actor is gearing up to finish pending scenes from his film Radhe Your Most Wanted Bhai and also has to shoot a song for the same. He's also looking forward to start working on a popular reality show that he has been hosting for a decade now. लेकिन इस बार सिचुएशन थोड़ी सेंसिटिव है. That's why along with the contestants, even Salman will have to be extra careful.
The superstar is known to bring lots of drama to the show with his sense of humor and the interaction he has with the celebrities inside the house. Earlier seasons of the show have also been very popular thanks to the many fights and screaming matches that play out between contestants who are forced to live together without any contact to the outside world. The last season also saw plenty of drama with popular television actor finally being announced as the winner. While TV audiences are looking forward to seeing this high-voltage show again, the producers are leaving no stone unturned to ensure maximum safety for Salman and the contestants. We hear that strict protocols have been created, and as per these rules, participants will have to undergo a quarantine period of 10 days at a hotel near the show's sets at Film City in Goregaon. A source close to the show reveals. The makers have roped in 15 contestants this year, hoping that more people will result in more drama. The participants will be tested for the virus before they practice self-quarantine at a hotel near the Film City. After 11 days, they will again undergo a test before entering the Bigg Boss house on October 1st. While no pictures have been shared yet, we hear that the house constructed at Film City is an extra spacious one to ensure that the participants can practice social distancing while they are inside. There are also reports that this year, for the first time, there will be no live audience for the launch episode when the contestants perform a dance number and introduce themselves. लेकिन सिर्फ contestants ही नहीं, Salman will also be following some strict guidelines. The star will also undergo a test for the pandemic-related virus on October 1st. We also hear that the actor will only meet the contestants once during the opening episode, जिसके बाद they will have no face-to-face meeting or interaction. This is a change from the earlier seasons where contestants got a chance to speak to Salman after their elimination from the house. But this time, the interaction will be remote, with Salman only shooting his segments during the weekends and remaining in his chalet for other interactions. Well, it is the new normal after all. So TV shows will also be different like everything else. But कम से कम अब entertainment भरपूर होगा.
Well, that brings us to the end of our episode on Planet Bollywood. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Do not forget to leave your views and comments in the comment section below on our social media handle and digital platform. This is me, Sagarika Chetri, signing off for now, but reminding you to go check out the Zoom Facebook page for more updates on Bollywood. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.